Hello and welcome everyone to Dharma podcast. Today we bring in Sandeep Balakrishna to talk about an absolute current issue and a serious issue at that. If you have heard of the movie's teaser made in Tamil Nadu, Bad Girl by Vetri Maran, who's a producer, and backed by the very decent Anurag Kashyap from Bollywood, the court has castigated the makers of the film and called it bordering on child pornography, and also declared that it attracts multiple CRPC sections. Now, this is a manifestation of several things, several ugly things that have been brewing in Tamil Nadu for several decades. So, let's bring in Sandeep and trace the origins of this ugliness. Hi, Sandeep.
Hi, Parag.
Need your complete view on what seems to be the issue with the Tamil Nadu film industry. The movie Bad Girl, which the court has pulled up severely as child pornography. What exactly is the trigger for making such absolutely filthy content under the garb of making movies?
Yeah, well, Parag, the way you set the context earlier and even now, there is a lot to unpack actually. Alleged movies, basically, the court is absolutely right in its assessment that it borders on child pornography. This is a logical outcome of something that started more than a century ago with a man named E.V. Ramaswamy Nayakar. So this is a man who would send his goons to stalk his own wife, who would visit the temple each evening for puja and arti and abuse her in extremely vulgar language. So the people who come from this filthy school of E.V. Ramaswamy Nayakar, who also have occupied various positions in all spheres in Tamil society and institutions, including filmmakers. This is what they've been fed, and this is what they've internalized since childhood. In their school books, in their alleged community leaders, and the rest of the overall political climate in Tamil Nadu, it is only the logical outcome that they make alleged movies like Bad Girl. So, but within the specific context of the Tamil cinema industry, it all began roughly with a movie called Parashakti, which I think was released sometime in the 1950s, which was then widely panned, but it became a huge super duper blockbuster. It was a no holds barred attack against all Hindu deities. The climax scene happens in a court, and the dialogues, if I'm not mistaken, were written by a man named Karunanidhi. It's an all out attack against everything that the Hindu community holds sacred, virtuous, noble, and divine. So, stone gods and this kind of rhetoric, we are all familiar with that. So, the starting point in the Tamil cinema industry for this kind of a vile narrative, political narrative, ideological rhetoric began with Parashakti. So, if you trace that trajectory from Parashakti to Bad Girl, this is what we get. It is a nasty journey from abusing Brahmins, from mocking them, to celebrating violence against them in real life. Violence against Brahmins peaked at various stages, but especially after the Dravidian DMK came to power. And from celebrating violence against Brahmin, today you have movies, you have open political and ideological speeches which glorifies self-loathing of Brahmins through movies like Bad Girl. And Bad Girl is it is in your face. The whole rhetoric, anti-Brahmin, especially women, girls, that rhetoric is in your face. But there is a third-class pot boiler commercial movie called Bigil, which pushes this narrative, this Brahmin girl, Brahmin women narrative, in a very subtle way. There is a scene. The hero of the movie is Vijay, who now has grand delusions that he'll become the next Tamil Nadu Chief
Chief
Minister,
Minister.
nothing less. Okay, all these guys aspire for nothing less than the chair of the Chief Minister. So he started a party. He's a hero of that movie called Bigil. It is about an underworld don who was a promising footballer, but then gets sucked into the underworld because his grandfather is murdered by some goons. Some kind of that usual nonsense.
Masala.
Yeah, the good Samaritan rowdy, the generous-hearted thug mafia don type of narrative. So he plays that part in that movie. It is about assembling a team of female footballers in a national championship or something. So he scouts for the best talented female footballers, and as part of his scouting team, he comes across one married Brahmin woman with children, and suddenly he trains her. And the narrative, how subtly it is pushed. This Brahmin lady, mother, she is shown as always cooking,
Oh,
taking care of the family.
oppressed woman.
Oppressed woman who's always confined to the kitchen.
And he liberates her.
And he liberates her, he gives her some motivational speech. And, her age seems to be 30 plus. And then she suddenly, regains all her talent. Look, games, national level sports like football and cricket and, other competitive games, there is a certain age limit. What are the age, Viv Richards retired? 34, 36? That's all their career is. So this oppressed Brahmin lady footballer suddenly becomes one superstar
after
by getting coached by Mafia Don.
And that's deliberate targeting, right?
Deliberate targeting, show her as being oppressed. Now, if that is on the commercial level, but it's a mindless commercial potboiler, okay? But even there, the scriptwriter and the director, a horrific man named Atlee, okay, master plagiarist.
Oh, the same gent who made the movie Shah Rukh Khan.
Same fellow, same fellow. Yeah, same fellow. So even there, they did not miss the opportunity to do this. So this Brahmin bashing in Tamil cinema has a long history. We can do a separate podcast on that. There are many YouTube channels and other articles and a whole body of work that dissects this kind of a poisonous anti-Brahmin narrative in Tamil cinema. So we can set that aside for now. Now, if that is on one side, a new crop of so-called Dalit filmmakers has emerged in Tamil cinema. This tribe is chiefly led by a vicious and a very toxic guy called Ranjit, who cast Rajinikanth in a movie called Kala.
Oh, yeah.
And he shows this guy as a slumlord who's out to liberate the Dalit people in the slums of Mumbai. And his main opponent is a politician, fair-skinned politician. So this whole Aryan Dravida nonsense is pushed in that movie. So Ranjit. And his filmography, you look at it, it's clear where it is, where he's coming from, basically. The whole Arya Dravida divide and the Dalit liberation kind of a ideology. So Ranjit is one guy. Vetrimaran, who's a producer of Bad Girl, he's another guy. Then another guy called Mari Selvaraj. Their combined filmography is full of this trash. So, the whole purpose of your Peryarism and the whole leftist nonsense about the annihilation of caste and all that. These people have brought this, they have intensified and they have exacerbated the caste problem in a very insidious, in a very vile fashion through their movies. And these three people, Paranjit, Vetrimaran and Mari Selvaraj, I call them as a perverted Trimurti of Tamil cinema. Extremely dangerous guys, and they are regarded in a way, regarded as some kind of great champions of this sort of overtly political and caste-based filmmaking, basically anti-Brahmin film directors. But one basic fundamental question needs to be asked. what exactly is their real life contribution to the upliftment of Dalits? Right? Since they make such
Fair
tall
question.
claims in their
Yes.
movies,
Fair question.
zero. One more data point. What exactly is common with Paranjit and Rahul Gandhi, who met? They met several times.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah, they did. So, what exactly is ideology of Rahul Gandhi? Why should he meet someone like Paranjit? You had a question.
Yeah, this kind of open, insidious agenda running, this Trimurti that you mentioned, uh, uh, it won't be difficult to surmise that they have political backing because the political ideology is the same.
Obviously, they have political
Yeah.
backing. There is no, there's no doubt about it.
Because
See, one of the latest movie of Udaynidhi Stalin, he's some youth welfare minister something. He also fancies himself as an actor. He's shown as a Dalit, a second or third generation Dalit. His dad is also a Dalit MLA who has been made as an MLA. He's been given the ticket. He has a long political career, all due to the patronage of an so-called upper caste powerful politician. Okay. And Udaynidhi Stalin is this downtrodden guy. But who is Udaynidhi Stalin in real life? What is his political legacy? Which party does he belong to? What kind of damage has that single party caused to irreparable harm to the public life, to the political life, and to the public discourse in Tamil Nadu? That one party. And he is shown in the movie as a Dalit, downtrodden guy who, wages a heroic fight and somehow contests the elections and he wins. The David versus Goliath kind of a
battle.
story, the proverbial thing. Yeah.
He's the one who called for the eradication of Sanatana Dharma, right?
Yeah.
And the courts are still dragging their feet.
He called it as malaria and dengue and,
So, I mean,
lot of
this is-
invectives.
yeah.
A lot of invectives. We did a series.
Yeah.
We did one episode on that. So, this is the overall cinematic climate out there in Tamil Nadu. And since the emergence of the political gundaism by Justice Party and E.V. Ramaswamy Nayakar, Brahmins have become, till date, they are the easy target, soft target for everyone in Tamil Nadu, basically. Because they don't have political power, they don't have social capital, their numbers have dwindled, they're less than 1.5% in Tamil Nadu. No representation, no nothing. Even so, one guy called R. Rajiv Gandhi, some kind of a spokesperson of DMK, he said, we regret the fact that we did not implement Periyar's clarion call in 1972, where he said that, Brahmins are 3%, they should be totally annihilated in Tamil Nadu. So how dare you still prosper? So R. Rajiv Gandhi. So all these fellows, this Mari Selvaraj, Vetrimaran type of people, they are par for the course. They are cut from the same cloth and they are true believers, sir.
It is not just that they actually believe so.
They are true believers. And once they've made their money, what exactly is their contribution, like I said, to Dalit upliftment? See, you have to uplift somebody is that you have to empower them by instilling self-respect and not, use them as hired guns or weapons to fire upon the rest of society to fulfill whatever insidious agenda you have. If you look at Telugu cinema industry, one completely third-rated vulgar actor called Mohan Babu, he has made Brahmin bashing and Brahmin mocking, kicking them on their buttocks, making filthy, vulgar, abusive jokes against the entire community as part and parcel of his cinematic, of his filmography. And even in real life, when some Brahmins protested, they took out some kind of a protest march and camped outside his house. He unleashed his goons and beat them up.
Oh God.
Mohan Babu. So he has taken a leaf out of this Dravidian politics, it's very clear. But coming back to this so-called movie, Bad Girl, the premise of Bad Girl is can be split into, it has several threads. The first thing, even from the teaser that we see, that lady, that girl is shown as a school uniform wearing girl, a high school girl, 9th or 10th, maximum 11th or 12th. School uniform. She's in school, which means she's a minor.
Minor.
Okay, and she is from a specific Brahmin community. That whole thing is
Premise itself is.
premise is repeatedly hammered into your head. We are shown clips of her home atmosphere, which basically brings in another thread of Brahmin patriarchy, shown by her father, and the oppressed Brahmin woman, shown by her mother. All right, and how she finds that home atmosphere suffocating. So what you're showing is not only the showing not only the Brahmin household and the Brahmin community, their domestic life as oppressive and regressive, and the rest of the adjectives. You are openly advocating the breakup of a Hindu family.
Which is exactly what they're after, right?
That's all
No
it
wonder
is.
Rahul Gandhi has the same agenda.
Yeah,
essentially.
breakup of the Hindu family. That's what.
The primary unit is
Yeah.
broken, its society
and
goes.
and so she's a minor. No wonder the court has come down so heavily, calling it bordering on child pornography. And this has another thread. What does this poor girl, not poor girl, this courageous Brahmin minor girl want? She wants liberation from oppression, and which means this whole concept of female liberation brings in the thread of toxic feminism or feminazism, right? And what is the way, and who are some of the early purveyors of this so-called feminism? Celebrity purveyor of feminism is a lady named Shobha De.
Okay.
You read her autobiography, and you also read Managing Men or something like that, Surviving Men, things like that. I mean, it's a no holds barred attack against men, and written by a gold digger who divorced her first husband and married a filthy rich shipping magnate. Written by a gold digger and a shameless social climber who preaches all kinds of feminist crap about liberation and how you should be independent and pursue your own goals and dreams, whatever. None of these are defined, by the way, in the whole tract of feminist crap. What happens when when a woman is allegedly liberated? It is not defined. You should be free to follow your goals. What the fuck are those goals? Sorry for my language, but what are those goals? Liberated from what? Liberated from whom? Why? Something that has worked, an entire system that has worked, marriage, social restraints, family unit, children, your whole building up of a family, your community. All these cultural things were the result of a long process of evolution, long process of trial and error. Which
it is not prescribed in the book. It
no book will give you this.
Correct.
Books theory is always written after practice. So the result of a scientific experiment is then codified. Before that, there is practical experiments which happen. So what gives these morons the right to preach things in theory, something which catches their personal? All these ideologues, Parag, they would have been institutionalized in an earlier era when society was still sane and stable and well functioning. All right. So personal pathologies are projected upon the society, then generalized, normalized, and leading to the breakup of first the family system, and thereby you break up the family,
community,
the whole
society
is gone.
Absolutely.
So this is also what is
her column runs even now.
Yeah.
I wonder what she has on TOI that they can't get rid of her column.
Yeah, celebrity and all kinds of deals and old loyalties and that kind of thing. But anyway, so all these threads are woven in this 2-minute trailer or teaser or whatever they call it nowadays. So, and this Brahmin bashing, guess who, all these Vetrimaran types, guess who they learnt it from? They didn't learn it from them directly now, but a whole body of work against Brahmin bashing. It was the initial Islamic invaders who began this Brahmin bashing because they saw that this was one community that preserved, that was the spiritual foundation, overall guide for the entire Hindu Samaj. So you kill them. If you can't kill them, then you marginalize them, make fun of them. That marginalizing and making fun and pretty much sidelining the primacy of the Brahmin community began with colonial British, and in the cinema industry, it started most notably in what is today known as Bollywood. Showing, mocking the Brahmin priest with a choti
Yeah,
and
yeah.
this
It was
this
completely
yeah
like stereotype.
we've discussed all that. Javed Akhtar
Akhtar,
types in Diwar, rest of the whole thing.
Kader
There's a whole
Khan.
body of atrocity literature done against Brahmins in Indian cinema, most notably Bollywood. So this is what Vetrimaran and Paranjit Mari Selvaraj people have learnt, and which is exactly what they've projected in this movie called Bad Girl. This minor girl in Bad Girl, she wants to be liberated and she wants to be free to do whatever she likes. And what is the most profound thing that she likes? Even within the 2-minute trailer, what is the most profound thing that she likes? Smoking, running away from home, drinking liquor, and sex. Sex, all the time. And you know what is even worse? There is a scene which basically shows this minor girl teaching her own mother how to use, introducing her mother to the wonders of casual sex apps like Tinder and Mingle.
Oh my God, it shows that.
Her own mother. And even as she's showing, teaching her some, swipe right, swipe left, whatever that means, the mother is horrified. She says, this is no way to live. What is going to happen to your future? Who will take care of you? And then there is a background noise that comes. That noise is a voice of her own father. He's yelling at her mother, saying, "Hey, get me some chutney."
Very.
You saw that?
Yeah, absolutely.
You saw that?
Very smartly and deviously done.
Okay. And what is this girl's response to her mother when she says, "Get me some chutney"? So you call this taking care? How have you been taken care all this while? So in the end, what does it convey? What message does it convey? Basically conveys that this minor girl is subtly, covertly encouraging her own mother
To separate.
not to separate, to go out and have casual sex affairs using using dating apps.
But this is, I think, by any standards.
I mean, this takes a different level of perversion in your mind.
A school-going daughter coaching her own mother in the Indian context is, I think, by
It's
far.
not any school-going girl. It's a Brahmin school.
Yeah, sorry, Brahmin. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean, by absolutely abyssal standards across film industry in India, this is really pathetic.
I mean, going by their sheer perversion quotient, I won't be surprised if something more outrageous than this comes up. And they take pride. They take genuine pride in doing all this, Parag. All these directors. The director, by the way, is a woman named Varsha Bharat, who is a Brahmin. So this is the level of self-loathing. Two and a half generations or even 3 generations of self-loathing Brahmins have been created by this toxic Dravidian ideology and the whole what's it called, E.V. Ramaswamy Nayakar kind of ideology. 3 full generations of self-loathing Brahmins, most notably led even by Mr. Mani Ratnam. Mani Ratnam, he pushes it in a very subtle way, in a very dignified, decent way, not like this. And Kamala Hassan, you won't find a bigger self-loathing Brahmin than Kamala Hassan.
Absolutely.
Sick guy. So this is a guy who couldn't keep any stable marriage. He believes in nothing. He calls himself an atheist. He calls himself a humanist. But every utterance, every movie, not every movie, but bulk of his filmography shows him as a self-loathing Brahmin. Will this crop of directors and producers like Vetrimaran, Mari Selvaraj, Paranjit, will they summon the guts to show a girl from a non-Brahmin but a Hindu community in this light.
And
Forget Muslims and Christians.
Yeah.
Will they summon the guts to do this?
Very easy.
Easy targets, soft targets. No? And when this trailer got released, this fellow, what's his name? Vijay Sethupathi, actor. Vijay Sethupathi, he put out a tweet or a Facebook post praising this as some kind of a great revolutionary movie and trailer and things like that. Immediately, his comment box was flooded, saying that you have a daughter. Will you allow her to do this?
Exactly. That's the only question he needs to answer.
Simple. And the next moment, he shut down his comments box. Cowards. Opportunists. Will they do this with their own, own family members?
What is with that state and Hindu? Are they on a death wish? I mean,
they are clearly on a death wish. They regard all these things, this kind of filthy, vulgar, perverted depictions. They regard this as a great revolutionary act, and they feel a sense of heroism and pride.
Against an imaginary enemy.
Even in the peak
days was just 2% of land holdings.
Exactly.
From what I read.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just a soft target chosen.
Yeah. So because they don't hit back, you do this. This is pornography. Child pornography, sorry. A high school girl.
No, and to, coax her mother into this.
No, and there is one more dialogue in that Bad Girl teaser where a bunch of that female's friends, they're talking that, you know what, all the men in the world should be killed. And another girl responds, no, then, we shouldn't kill them. Why? Because I really enjoy having sex with boys.
No, I think this is by far
15 years old, 16 years old, 17 years old girls, man, our daughters. What is the average, age of this crop of perverted assholes? Paranjit, Vetrimaran, Mari Selvaraj, Anurag Kashyap. वो तो बुढ़ा है वो अनुराग कश्यप गांजा फूकता रहता है. They are 40 plus. In an earlier age, even just 80 years back, men, 40-year-old men and women would be grandmothers. So you are showing a girl who's young enough to be your own granddaughter in this fashion. Do that with your daughter, no. And they call this, when you protest and all that, obviously you have already branded this kind of movies as some sort of revolution and liberation and progressive.
Degeneration is
progressive. Okay. Everything that is sacred, virtuous and noble are considered to be oppressive. What are you normalizing, boss? Perversion, degeneracy, some sort of rebellion against age-old patriarchy or whatever terms that
what are they trying to suggest? That outside of the Brahmin community, these morals don't hold true?
Yeah, exactly.
No, is that true? Then let them say that. Let them say that.
Exactly. No, they won't say it. No, that is a point. That's a double hypocrisy. You're old enough to be your granddaughter's boss in a different era.
And for a woman to make it, and that too from the same community, I mean, this total...
And what is this Brahmin minor girl's ultimatum to her mother? That, when she says, don't do this, it's not good for you. So she says, if you don't allow me to do all this, I will commit suicide. Kya dikha rahe ho, boss? To do whatever you want.
To stray away from any kind of moral compass.
To do whatever you want. What are they encouraging?
But this, I don't...
Yeah, it's filth. It's absolutely rubbish, gutter. The whole Tamil cinema industry, populated by such people, they have turned the whole place into an open social garbage bin. They're taking pleasure in this. Vetrimaran, Paranjit, Mari Selvaraj, what do they know about how an orthodox Brahmin household life is like?
Yeah, exactly.
Have they lived it?
If upholding a moral compass is orthodox, so be it.
So be it, yeah. Exactly. So you want to create a society basically without restraints. So they get away with this kind of crap because they have political backing.
Exactly.
Such movies, I'm telling you, I mean, hats off to the court for giving this.
No, absolutely. What would we do if the court had not done this?
Really hats off. And I think the judgment basically says that it attracts serious criminal provisions of the BNS, or think it is high time to initiate criminal proceedings against everybody involved in that. and award exemplary punishment.
Absolutely. And a deterrence has to be set.
Yes,
A firm deterrence.
exemplary punishment.
Yes.
And this kind of nonsense you can't get away, justify it under the pretext of
You're stopping the
freedom
film,
of
stopping the
expression
film.
and things like that. Just ban the movie. That's it. This teaser was released last year.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And it sparked a huge wave of outrage cutting across castes and communities. Even one Muslim YouTuber, he's a Muslim YouTuber, basically speaks in Tamil. So that fellow has, done a remarkable commentary, filled with outrage. It raises some really
which is good. That's
valid
a good sign if
points.
it's cutting across all communities.
And he has actually said that why do you want to target only the Brahmin community? So Muslim is saying this.
I mean, imagine how filthy is the content.
Yeah, exactly. So in the name of feminism, okay, you want liberation and everything. Then the first things that these bozos should do, those who are so much concerned about female liberation and protection and things like that, the first thing you should do is to shut down the glamour industry, the fashion industry. What does liberation mean, man? Going topless. Who are your role models now? Nowadays, you see all these bloody reels. And even if you don't want it, they are in your face. Facebook, anywhere.
Yeah.
They're in your face. What is the highest aspiration for a large section, or rather a good section of young Indian girls and women to become a porn star, a fashion model? Don't marry, sleep around,
not have kids,
drink. This is liberation. Is this called liberation? By what standard? How? How do you justify this?
I mean, there's no standard
How
word
do
fits
you
in.
justify degeneracy? How do you justify abusing? And this, right now, there's this new tribe of so-called alleged female stand-up comedians.
Yeah, I've seen.
We'll do a separate episode on that. Every other word in their alleged jokes is all below the belt, man. I can't even utter them.
Yeah, absolutely. This is again a strange
How is
disease.
it funny, sir?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a strange disease. It has been injected by university professors in the West and pushed into popular media and on the internet. And the same infection has spread, has almost become an epidemic in India, urban India. It has taken to more and more disgusting levels with each passing day, with alleged movies like Bad Girl. By what definition does it constitute cinema? And the same Anurag Kashyap, he threw a fancy wedding party for his daughter. All traditional customs. Yeah. Your daughter is...
he also apologized for some... he's saying he will urinate on
urinate
Brahmins,
on
and he had to
Shivalinga.
apologize. He went into hiding and all that.
Yeah. These are the kinds of people, absolute perverts and degenerates, who feed off the miseries and who feed off by exploiting other people, by dragging the worst of elements in society and glorifying them. They have become the role models for our youth. No wonder this movies like Bad Girl will come. Every word that Sandeep said is a wake-up call. Tamil Nadu, particularly being the cesspool that it is, which manifested in this absolutely ugly so-called movie called Bad Girl. I think it's time for the Hindu society to wake up and introspect on how long will these elements be allowed a free run. So I think it's something seriously for everyone to reflect upon. So all those who've heard this and will watch. Thank you so much for listening to Dharma podcast. Please continue watching us. Please like, share and subscribe.